Hello, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I really want to go over just some things that have really improved my life and have taken me from this spooky to this. And I really think everything I'm gonna say is just from my experience, things that I have done that have improved my life. They may not work for you. I'm not handing you like do this exact thing and it's gonna magically change your life. But this might help you kind of realize some things that like might get you there, that you might see that could work for you, or at least like make you think of something that's gonna like actually work for you, because this is what worked for me, but we have completely different lives that we've lived. Duh. So like figure it out. There are certain things that you can do that really will get you there faster and improve your life in a way that, you know, isn't so, how do you say, boring and like time consuming. Because we only got so much time. Literally, I could right now, but I'm not, because I have things to do and I have ways to do them. So, first recommendation, get that workout plan now, baby. It doesn't have to be anything specific. Everybody right now is Pilates. No, it does not have to be something that you do not want to do. If you like to dance, girl, dance wherever. If you have to do it in the bathroom, in the parking lot, what cats I said. So literally, it's all about movement, because that's going to improve your circulation. It's going to improve your mind, because you're kind of getting out of the funk of like, I feel like because we live in a capitalistic society that prioritizes a lot of work, especially if you're like in an office setting, you're going to be very immobile. You're going to be very stationary. So you really want to focus on bringing in a sense of movement, because not only is that gonna like snatch you up, get your body good, or just reach a goal that you want to reach in terms of your fitness, it's just gonna improve your mental clarity. It's gonna improve like everything. So I really think it's important to focus on your health, and a key part of that is just being active. You know, for me, I personally, the three things that I've mainly been doing recently is I will stretch every morning. Because stretching is known to like really activate a lot of the mind. It pushes you in a lot of ways to open up your mind and your body and really actually building that connection. And that for me has really helped, because I'm somebody who's always stressed or always kind of panicking. So to get back into your body has allowed me to get out of my head and be able to focus on what's actually going on, instead of like this crazy scenario that literally like, oh, the bomb is going off right now in the TJ Maxx. Babe, you just walked out of the store. Like, crisis averted. But besides that, I really think it is a really good thing to be able to go back into your body and really just push yourself. And like as a dancer, I really do think like being able to focus in on what you want to accomplish with your fitness. Like for me, it's personally like it's my body and it's my movement, because I want to be super flexible so I can dance and really give a show. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna give a show, and I'm not gonna do like some half split. I'm doing the full split on the deep, But like that's why like you need to orient your goals. Like maybe you want to train for a marathon. Find something maybe with a purpose, and that will really help motivate you in the moment of getting your fitness together. So definitely for me, fitness is going to be everything. Tip number 2, going with fitness, it's also diet. Your diet is so linked to your mood, because we have this thing called the gut-brain axis, which I'm sure many of you are familiar, but if not, it's basically like you have your nervous system, and a lot of that information actually comes from your stomach, and there's a lot of receptors that connect directly to the brain. So whatever you're eating is actually going to shape your thoughts. And we can see this based on like what food is made out of, what vitamins, what specific elements are within each food. And that's gonna change a lot. Like I noticed once I started eating cleaner, I cut out like sugar well, specifically added sugars. Other types of sugars are healthy for you, but a lot of our foods are filled with preservatives. They're filled with poisons, personally. Sorry, hot take. Like, so really focusing on clean foods that improve either like your skin health, your brain, your movement, your joints, collagen production. Like, you really want to focus on what your goal is and how to do it smart. Like, if, let's say for me, I try to prioritize really high fiber in the morning, as well as pairing that with vitamin C and vitamin A. Basically, kind of like your initial letter vitamins are good in the morning, because you want everything that was working at night to be able to function, and a lot of those enzymes work together. And a lot of those vitamins are needed to activate those enzymes and produce that. But that's a lot of science talk for now. You also want to get your protein, which is also going to help you build muscle. It's going to help you keep movement, and it's going to really keep you full as well with the fiber. And then at night, you really want to focus on like collagen production, and any sleep and mood regulation is really good. So things like magnesium are really good at night, and honestly kind of tailoring it to what your needs are. Like for me, I get very tired at a specific time in the day, which I think is very important for you to figure out when are your type of hours that you're like, you're on, you're ready to go, you can do anything, and then you're like breathing feels difficult. Like, come on. So for me, that's usually around 11 to 3 from what I've noticed. Like literally, I'll look at the clock, see 12 o'clock, and be like, oh my god, it's coming after, she's right behind me. But like, during that time, I realized, okay, I'm crashing. Get your potassium, eat a banana, drink your coconut water, be a little Vita Coco girl. Not sponsored. But yeah, figure out basically whatever problem you have, find a dietary solution. And also get your supplements in, because that's just gonna which I could do a whole separate video. So if you're interested in that, I could definitely show you my vitamin stack at the moment. Number 3, optimizing your time. Stop wasting your time on bull. Time is the most important thing. We trade our time at work, we trade our time everywhere. What you decide to do with your time is going to reflect on your body, and it's going to reflect on your character, because that's the only thing we have. We always think, oh, we have more time. Really, time is a limited resource. We don't know how much time we have, and it's always being depleted. And that's also being shown on our bodies. It's being shown in what we do, in our sense of urgency. So really focusing on how to do things in the most time efficient but effective way has been really good for me to kind of put priority on my life. And that's happened because of situations where, your life has been threatened, your life has been compromised. You don't want to waste your time. And honestly, it's easier. We live in a society that is unfortunately very ageist and very, especially for women, your youth is a powerful tool. So it's better to do it now while you're both physically able to, and people are the most receptive to you, at least to what we know. In general, everybody's different. But you really want to focus on taking the most advantage of the time that you have now in where you're at, because we really don't know how much time we have. So for me, that's maybe combining different tasks. Like, let's say if I want to read and I want to learn a different language, I'm going to read in a foreign language or a foreign language. I'm going to learn in another language. I'm going to read in another language. If I want to work out and I want to discover new music, I'll put on a new playlist while I work out. If I want to hang out with somebody and then I also want to get work done, let's do a study day, or let's go out somewhere and work. Really focus on how you can optimize your time. No, because I'm literally riding my bike right now and I'm editing this video. So stay true to your word and stay fierce, girls. One thing that I personally really enjoy is, what is the thing that is going to take the longest time-wise and requires that? I do that first. So let's say I need to do laundry. The moment I wake up, I'm doing that, because then I don't have to wait around and it's not going to change the rest of my day. So you really want to focus on what is going to take the longest amount of time. Let that take its course in the background, and always be focusing on what you can do And if you're in a position, because a lot of times we get stuck in places where we have to wait, it's not about escaping that moment. It's about using that moment to your best ability. Like, I'm victim to this. If I am in the car and somebody's taking forever to turn, my instinct is to be like, move! Like, literally, if I could pick up the car and move it away, I would. But I can't, unfortunately. I've been trying, but unfortunately, nothing is working. It's just too heavy. But in the meantime, I could be doing, facial exercises, or I could be thinking about, like, what is my next plan, instead of focusing my attention and my time on something that isn't gonna matter in the future. So really just be strategic with what you're using your time on and what you want to spend it on. And if you're in a situation where you're not really enjoying how your time is being spent, just give it as much energy as you need to, or you can get away with, and focus really on what you want your time to be represented as. Number 4, skills. You need to learn skills. You have something that people want, because let's be real, everything is going to be, there are different types of jobs where you either trade your time or you trade your skills. And skills will actively be improved upon, and that will always be transferable. So always try to just learn something new, and that's going to be so good for your brain. It's going to be so good for everything, and just really building something that nobody can really take away from you. If you're able to do a stunt, you're able to do a trick, nobody can take that away from you. You have something special, and you have something of value. If you know how to style wigs, boom, now you have another source of income that you can do. If you know how to program something, you could sell that to other people. You could offer so many other things. Really focus on getting to a point that is slightly above what the average person needs. And then you could either monetize that, or you could just do it for yourself. Because personally, not everything has to be monetized. We're so focused on earning money, but really there is a sense of confidence that you feel in yourself when you know that because somebody else was able to do this, I can also learn that. I can also do that. For me, literally less than a month ago, I didn't know how to program video games. Now I can program a pretty surface level but still decent video game. And that, it just also goes back with your time, where it's learning is always important. Learning is, they were right when they dropped that learning is knowledge is power bit. Literally ground zero, because it really is using that knowledge for either situations, for dynamics, for anything, will always just get you further in life, because you have a perspective that not other people have. So that's just something that I feel is really good to really hone in and just diversify, because once you learn something, that you already have all the information you've already had. So that's just gonna help you reach new areas of thinking that somebody else hasn't, because of both life experience and then also things you've learned textbook wise. So if you can mix that together, maybe you're set. Number 5, learning to focus on yourself. This is your life. This is your decisions, and everybody is going to be trying to take that away from you, because a lot of people are upset that they aren't able to do that or have some sort of feeling, but knowing that you're doing something because you want to will help you so much in figuring out who you are, what you want from this life, and what you want to really pour your time and effort into, and also be able to stand up for yourself, because a lot of people want a version of you that will help their lives. But baby, you're not gonna get that. You're gonna get me, for me. And there's a certain level of authenticity that will attract the right opportunities for yourself, because if you're being yourself, or you're being the version that you want to be, that type of life will come to you. And those opportunities, you can learn to work with that and build a life from there, as opposed to, let's say, living a lie or living a scenario that you don't want to necessarily be in. Now, I do think it's important to also be strategic and learn the role that you play in society. I'll be real. A lot of people look at me and they think, oh, dumb girl, or because she's fairly attractive or whatever. there's no thoughts or whatever idea people have had of me that I've noticed over time is also like, because a lot of times people of color, like, they can just walk over you, or she's easy, like, we don't have to worry about her, she's like agreeable, she won't stand up for herself. These are things that, like, especially as women, it's important to just be yourself and be unapologetic in that, and really like focus on yourself, because you're the only person who's going to get you to where you want to be. Other people can help you, they can guide you, and we can't discount that because people will always help you. But ultimately, to cross the finish line, you have to put your body forward, and nobody else is gonna move your body for you besides you. They can try to, but even what I've learned is, even when you lose your autonomy, even when you lose your voice and your ability to speak, nobody can take away your thoughts. Nobody can take away what you have inside. So even if you can't express what you have inside right now, nobody can take that away from you, and you will always have that, and you will always have yourself. So no matter who is there, what is in your life right now, everything that's external will always be temporary, but you always have yourself, and you can always rely on yourself, even on your moments of weakness. Because ultimately, the person who's gonna get you out of that is you. And also, the person who put you in that is also you. So taking that accountability and working with it and understanding, like, you are responsible for your actions and your actions only, and try not to control other people, which is something I kind of struggle with. I struggle with control. Sorry, born Scorpio, assigned Scorpio at birth. Sorry about it. But I also had a narcissistic mother. But besides those ramblings, always just focus on yourself. Focus on what you can control within your like locus of control, and fuck these. No shade. Just fuck these. Or let them. And number 7. I honestly don't remember. I think it's number 6. But figure out what your problems are now. Figure out what is currently messing you up. What is the repeated pattern. Break the cycle, please. Please get out of the cycle. For me, a lot of times, like, I'll be real, I struggled with binge eating. That was something that was really hard for me to, like, get out of, like, in terms of my weight, because I used eating as like a coping mechanism to get out of like the pain of everything that I was experiencing in life, and the fact that I wasn't living the life that I wanted to live, or I didn't feel like I wasn't realizing my potential. And it took a lot of like focusing and really just doing the hard thing, like, okay, cue the FKA Twigs song. Yeah, like, you need to do the hard things. You really need to focus in on doing the things that make you uncomfortable, because there is no limit. There is no, like, this idea of like boundaries for what we are able to accomplish and what we are able to do are all set in our head. We're always kind of saying, this isn't, like, at least for me, sometimes we can be like, this is impossible for me, or we get a sense of imposter syndrome, especially for POCs. But realize, like, anything is possible. Anything is possible if you try hard enough, and if you really work towards it, and you really keep just trying and trying no matter what. Everything is changing every single day. So many people's lives change every single day that the opportunity or the time has just not come yet. And if you really care about it, you're gonna stick through it, because there's something almost internal outside of us that, like, won't let us give it up. It's almost like it's destined for us. So no matter what, as long as you keep working towards it, and that kind of goes into something else that I really feel like you're represented by your actions. Your actions will always speak louder than your words. Okay. Sorry, the cliches are coming out. But like, focusing on your actions as opposed to results and other forms of like perceptions will really just like give you a sense of security and knowing like, I'm doing the work. And I have proof that I'm doing the work, so I can feel confident in the fact that I know I'm at least trying to get where I need to get. Maybe it's not the right way, or maybe there's a way that it could be done better, but that's for you to learn in the process. Because if you don't try, you will never take that step forward. Like, you will imagine you're like on a pond and you have like a couple like skipping rocks that you could like jump over. if you never make that first jump, you're always going to be stuck there because you're scared to jump. But, you know, I don't know about y'all, but like when I went to the pool, my parents threw me in. And you just have to learn how to swim. You gotta push yourself in, because if not, you're gonna get stuck, and if you get stuck, you're stuck. But you can always move out of it, and there's always a way out of everything. Even if you can't see it or you don't know how right now, there is always a way out, because A, other people have gotten out of a similar situation, and B, you know, it could be rock bottom. You could be at rock bottom, and baby, there's only one way to go. So if you always have that perspective of I'm always improving, I'm always getting closer to what I want, it really motivates you. And that goes into my last tip. Find your own motivation. Do not work on motivation as something as like, oh, it'll come to me and it'll just work out. No, that is a lie, so you can procrastinate and not do it. You need to focus on what is motivating you right now. Like, let's say for me, I really want to make videos. I really want to put myself out there and really challenge myself. So I have to sit here and really remember, if I'm worried about something, I want to make this video. I've been wanting to make this, and whatever fear I have is going to be overcome by the motivation that I've created for myself, not that somebody else has to give to me. So yeah, really focus on what is going to motivate you to get where you need to go, and what is going to keep you moving forward. What makes you wake up in the morning and be like, I can still handle this. I can take care of this. It doesn't have to be like, I'm gonna have like the time of my life. Like, it can literally just be, okay, I just have to get through this. Like, think about, like, let's say we're workout. Oh, my dream body, that dream dress that I want to fit in. Or if it's working on something that's tedious, I could put out this video game, or I could put out this content, or I could put out, like, sometimes you need to look at somebody and be like, that is a sexy ass $sign. That sexy is written with an S with a little line going through it, because I'm going to be getting this check. Thank you. Wow. And that's all you can really do, because sometimes you just need to get through it. You just need to breathe, do your little meditation, and get your ass through it, because, you know, everything is temporary. So if you can just hold on, eventually you will get to a point where you feel better. So always just focus on yourself, do your best, and always put your best work forward, even if they don't want you to. Because a lot of people don't want us to succeed, but guess what? Maybe we will. Amen! But yeah, that's pretty much all the advice I have right now. There's definitely a lot more that I've been thinking, so maybe I could do like a part 2, or maybe if there's something specifically that like really resonated with you, let me know in the comments down below, and maybe I can make a more detailed video on there, because I could spend hours yapping. Like, I'm like, yeah, no, right, literally. So just let me know. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Like, subscribe. You know what to do. I don't gotta tell you. You're smart enough, babe. Nah, I'm playing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you.